Hey, how you doing? All right, it is time for another comic book show because I am a comic book show guy, right? So that's what uh, every single Wednesday I've been showing up and talking about some of the comics I have here, and this Wednesday will be no exception. We're gonna start with this book here, right? I got this today. Um, saw it on the shelf, and I grabbed it. And then I brought it to the guy at the counter, and I'm like, "What is this?" And he's like, "It's Void Rivals." And I'm like, "I'll take it." Play it. All right, let's see here. I made an intro. Let's see, we got that ready, producer. Let's do it. I don't know. Am I live? Are we both here? Am I a figment of your imagination? Are you a figment of mine? That's what I said. It's a great cover. Here, I gotta play the intro music for the show. I'm doing this now. I did it. This is like the fourth Wednesday in a row where I showed up to work and I've started, doing real comic book content, talking about the things that I've gotten. And here we are once again. All right, here it comes. All right, well, that's what we came up with. I apologize. I hadn't heard that before this. And it's no good. That's the intro, though, of this show in perpetuity. So, sorry. All right. Well, next we have up Dazzler, right? Dazzler number one. She's back. Disco is not dead. Now, I am not one of these new Dazzler fans. I'm the real deal. I love this character. What I always like to point out about her is like, imagine your favorite pop star got thrown in jail and then, like, escaped the federal government and fought their 2-story tall robots in like Times Square. Yeah, that's awesome, right? That's a cool movie. So we got that, right? And then we have uh, more Daniel Warren Johnson, right? The moon is following us. So I saw that and I recognized again his wonderful artwork. Had to hop in, figure out what this is all about, right? This is a freaking look at me, and I apologize for that as well. The music's no good. Um, my format and and how I'm presenting it is unoriginal, and um, just showcasing things that I've bought. So enjoy my consumerism. Yeah, I have to see what's going on with the moon is following us. This is yeah, I've really liked all of the different things that Daniel Warren Johnson's done with his own book. So I'm excited to see what's going on here. I had to pick up continuing the Sonic the Hedgehog run, of course. And this is a solid cover. And what you see here is I'm trying to remember what this character's name is. Um, but this is the new knockoff Sonic the Hedgehog, this green character. Oh, it'll come to me in a second. It's got a knockoff Tails as well. That is like a water bender. And just is gone. This is an insane person running around the world as Sonic the Hedgehog, and they are trying to stop her and make her their friend because, like, the world of Dragon Ball, or I'm trying to think of other examples of worlds where they never kill their bad guys. Marvel does it a lot. They just eventually make the bad guy a good guy, and that's nice, right? We can't get rid of everyone. Yeah, and the guy behind him there is looks like Metal Sonic chasing after I can't think of what this character's name is. It'll come to me in a minute. I'll yell it midstream. But then we have the very Tron Sonic, the Ultimate X Men, continuing to read all of the Ultimate stuff, and now I'm about to jump on to the Absolute stuff. Right, so I don't know if anyone is excited about the Absolute universe as I am, uh, but like they have me buying, four universes now: DC, Marvel, their Absolute, and their Ultimate, and I'm enjoying aspects of all of them, but it is, a bit much. They can't give me any more worlds. Here, I'm trying to get a new song produced for the next segment of this show, as I am starting to run out of comics. I did buy a multiverses comic as well. It's a video game that came out. It's just a whole bunch of Warner Brothers beat 'em up, and I don't know what I did with it. I was going to read that and see, because it got Bugs Bunny, and I'm down. Yeah, that is Psylocke. Let's see here. And I also wanted to take a little time to talk about Agatha. If anyone here has watched that, hey, Polka. Okay, let's come up with this here. It's Witch Time, talking about witches. And then polka. All right, let's get some good jams. We got to crank up the accordion here for the polka. 1 second. Write a little something out here. And another comment we picked up today is got to keep going on with the Star Wars, the High Republic adventures. As you see, this is taking place 100 years before Acolyte. It's actually more like 80 years before Acolyte. I really like precision. I'll let you know in just a minute. You'll hear a new song begin that will signify it's now time to talk about witches here on this channel. This, what some people call a horrible channel, you know, but it's all right. We'll press on. I'll let you know as soon as the polka here song's done. But yeah, we got Star Wars: The High Republic, and it's been pretty good. This is the more kiddie version of it, as far as the Star Wars comics coming out. But they're doing a great job of backing up all of the different stories. Because, like, what's neat about what's going on with the High Republic is that they have put out these books, and they've been doing it in a cycle where they put out kind of the adult reader, a medium reader, an audiobook, and then comic books that back up these stories, right? And yeah, some of them do a better job of backing these things up. These characters right here, these are characters we've followed since the very beginning of it, and their love story is really neat. I'm a big fan of that. So, all right, ready? Here we go. This is the song. Let's see how it turned out. Moving on to the next segment of the show, talking about witches. Oh, this is going horrible. We're gonna have to let the whole thing play out. Now, I'm with you. This polka, you can't see my quotation marks that I'm making with my fingers, but polka my ass, right? I didn't hear an accordion at all. But there's no going back now. That means we've moved on to the new segment where we'll be talking about the show tonight. Did anyone here in the chat watch Agatha? The first two episodes have come out. There's 9 episodes total. And I'm really excited about this because I love the Fantastic Four. And Agatha plays a really big part in a whole bunch of interesting stories that will tie really nicely into the multiverse thing that they've set up now. So I'm really excited to see her get her power back walking the witch's road. Um, and so far it's been pretty good. I like the cast. There's one part I have to look up what that lady's name is, but it was Agatha all along. There's the one lady who is the mother in that '70s show, and I have to look up her name. She was fantastic in the WandaVision, and there is a scene in this where they go into Agatha's basement, and it is just the scene of all the kids in that '70s show getting stoned. And she even says, like, at one point, like, "Oh, I don't get high," she says to them as they're trying to prepare to do this chanting song that will hopefully let you on to the witch's road, which is one of my favorite parts of the whole show. That one lady just kind of not knowing what to do and suddenly being forced to be a part of this after being forced to be a part of the WandaVision thing, I found very funny. So yeah, I'm really liking Agatha all along so far. The first two episodes came out, and we've seen her escape what happened to her from Wanda. And I guess the idea is supposed to be that she was in there for 3 years, and then when we see her and she's able to escape, I wonder how long has Wanda been dead. That's interesting to me. Like, was he able to escape with the help of who I assume will be Wiccan? I think this is one of Wanda's kids, the little kid you meet immediately when you're watching the show. Not just because he's kind of like dressing in the tone of the character. He's got like, Kurt Cobain's like sweater on and like boots and like lines in his eyebrows and piercings, and he's very Wiccan, which is a great character. And we'll see if his brother shows up, or when his brother shows up, who I think is supposed to be represented by that rabbit he picked up and immediately was trying to be very nice to. So yeah, there's a lot of questions, and it is also picking up with the tone of the original WandaVision, trying to mimic and parody other TV show styles, kind of giving us a True Detective, um, they kind of like that third season with the woman who talked really with the murder duder, and I remember the actress's name. She was great in that, but it was kind of similar vibes. Um, but they dropped that pretty quickly, and I wonder if they're going to keep picking it up. But that's it. I really like Agatha so far. Looking to see what's going on. Next Wednesday, we'll talk about it again. I will have a new song for the witching hour. After we watch the show, we'll then talk about witches, and I'll have a better intro. And maybe we'll have another segment next, time around too. Who knows? But otherwise, we're gonna be showing comics and talking Agatha on Wednesdays from now on. So all of you guys get excited. I also got the Tin Can Society today, but I can't show that book. I don't want anyone to get in trouble. But I'm excited about that as well. Image number one. So I picked up two number ones. I have not read either yet, so I'm going to go do that now. Thank you so much to everyone who came and hung out for a minute. And I will see you guys next time. And I can't get any worse than this, right? So the next show is going to be a lot better. Everyone get ready. It's going to be great.